Today, we are talking about contribution margin, and we are going to take you from praying that you understand which product and services within your offering are profitable to knowing and celebrating it. I love contribution margin. When I used to work in marketing at America Online, I was responsible for running the financials, mainly contribution margins on all of our premium services. And what this allowed us to do is understand which product or services were actually profitable. And the best way I know to explain contribution margin to you is first to take you through the equation, and then second to walk you through an example. And for the example today, we are going to use a fishing lure company and one of their fishing lures to walk you through that. So let's jump right in and talk about the actual equation. So to get your contribution margin, you take the cost of your product or service. This is the cost that you charge your customer. Your customer could be the end customer in a DTC, direct to consumer business, where you're selling on the web, or you're selling a service directly to the customer, or it could be your wholesale price. So it's whatever price, retail price, that you sell your product to your end customer. So you take your product or service costs and you deduct the variable cost to deliver that product or service. And in order to get variable costs, it will require you to go back through your profit and loss statement and likely recategorize the expenses directly related to that product or service. Because what we're really doing is running a mini P&L on a product or service. And this could get confusing. We're going to try to keep it simple today because you could say, well, Brandon, that's my cost of goods sold. Well, not always, because your cost of goods sold in many times is run across your entire business. So you'll take your product, your revenue line, minus your cost of goods sold, minus your fixed costs, or your sales, general, and administrative, and then you'll get an EBITDA, then you'll subtract your taxes or anything, and you'll get a net. So what contribution margin is really holding this product or service in its own little financial model, and then taking the expenses that are directly related to it, subtracting them, and then you get your contribution margin. So let's walk through an example so it makes it a little clearer. We're going to use a fishing lure company and one of their fishing lures, which retail price is $20. And they sell directly to the consumer, but sometimes they have affiliates. So affiliate can offer this lure for sale on their fishing website, and they will receive some sort of bounty for that. And we'll walk through that in a second. So again, this is a fishing lure, and the retail price is $20. The materials and the labor cost to produce this fishing lure are $3. The box that we put the fishing lure in, packaging, is 50 cents. The affiliate commission is $2. And we are going to assume, as I mentioned in this example, that this fishing lure is mainly sold through our affiliate partners. So far we have the fishing lure price is $20. The materials and labor is $3. The box packaging is 50 cents. The affiliate commission is $2. We offer free shipping because we know that free shipping is the highest conversion rate of lift in conversions, and that cost us $4. So again, we have the fishing lure retail price $20, materials and labor $3, the box 50 cents, the affiliate commission $2, and free shipping costs us $4. In order to get this order, we have a processing fee for our credit card. That is generally 2.5% and 25 or 35% cents per transaction. In this case, I calculated it for us and it cost us 85 cents. Total costs, variable costs for this fishing lure cost us $10.35, and our contribution margin is $9.65, which gives us a 48% margin. And we have $9.65 that can now offset our fixed costs, which in general are now going to be our general administrative, because our sales costs, we've recategorized it as affiliate marketing and applied it to this contribution analysis. This can get really complicated because there could be some things that are quasi variable and quasi fixed. Let's say that we needed a specific machine for this fishing lure. Well, that could go down as a fixed cost, but it could also be a variable cost. The key thing when doing contribution margins, especially when categorizing them across your company, is to make sure that everything is consistent. Meaning, in this case, with the fishing lure, we're applying affiliate commission to this contribution margin. We're not moving it down to general sales and administrative and making that sales line item fixed. We're recategorizing it as variable because it is variable for us. We don't have a sales force that we have to pay as a fixed cost. It's variable. When a fishing lure is sold through one of our affiliates, we pay them $2. We don't have to pay them any money if they don't sell any fishing lures. So you need to keep it consistent, and you need to notate this, because this could dramatically change is if in another fishing lure contribution margin, we didn't apply an affiliate commission. Now, if another fishing lure doesn't sell through an affiliate as well, then we wouldn't have it, but it would still be apples to apples. But if it did sell through an affiliate and we move that down to fixed, well, now we really don't have contribution margins that we can compare to one another. The other thing that I will say, if you are listening to this and you have some sort of subscription business, a SaaS, software as a service company, a monthly box, some sort of subscription, when you do your contribution margin, you need to have your churn curves modeled in. And this is one of the big things that I learned when I was working in marketing analysis at America Online is if you do not put those churn curves and calculate those churn curves and make some assumptions about them, then your contribution margin as it relates to that product or service could be dramatically off because you're effectively assuming that every one of those customers that comes in every month is going to be there. And we all know that that's not true. There is some level of churn. So this gets more complicated, but it is vital that you do this. I use the fishing lure example because it's pretty straightforward and you can see. But what it relies on is recalculating your costs and doing it consistently across your products and services. And if you have a subscription business, you need to model in your churn curves so that you have accurate revenue, because as time goes on, each one of those customers that come in may or may not be there down the line and likely will churn out at some time period through whatever cohort they are a part of. So you want to make sure you do that.